And I know there are kids in here this morning. You got to be willing to listen to your parents. And I realize that sometimes your parents share things with you that you didn't ask them, and I did with my child as well. But my best conversations with my son growing up started when he asked me a question, when he wanted to know something from me. And usually that was when I was right in the middle of something that I was really doing that I loved to do or cared about, or the football game or whatever. It was never usually a convenient time, but you just have to set those things aside. When your student or your child asks you a question, that's a great opportunity to speak into their lives. It's not the only time that we speak into their lives, but when our kids ask us questions, it's a great opportunity to be able to share with them wisdom that God has given us. In Psalm 78, if you want to turn there, or actually I think these verses will be up on the screen for you. This is what it says about passing on information to other generations about God. Talking about the truths of God, it says in verse 4 of Psalm 78, we must not hide them from their children, but must tell a future generation the praises of the Lord, his might, and the wonderful works he's performed. He established a testimony in Jacob and set up a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers to teach to their children, so that a future generation, children yet to be born, might know. They will rise and tell their children, so they might put their confidence in God and not forget God's works, but keep his commands. And then they would not be like their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation whose heart was not loyal and whose spirit was not faithful to God. And I might add, a generation that was exiled to a foreign country under the judgment of God. So we have an opportunity to share with other generations, and whether it's invited or not, we do still have that opportunity, and they need to hear it. And so we can't allow the differences we have with different generations to keep us away from them, but we need to take advantage of those opportunities God gives us.